my beautiful people. So first off, I wanted to apologize for my last video. I recorded it with my picture camera and I didn't realize until the video was uploaded how bad of the quality the video was, and the sound was a little bit off. So I do apologize for that. Now, I kind of curled my hair today with a small curling wand, and how do we like the curls? I feel like they're so tiny but kind of cute. I don't want to mess them up too much because I feel like it's gonna get super frizzy. But for now, I'm just gonna leave my hair as it is. If you guys are wondering what's on my lips, I'm wearing the shade Gold Digger and the ColourPop's Lippy Stick. I absolutely love this shade. I feel like it looks a little bit more red on camera than it actually is because it's more of like a mauve-y color, but I absolutely love this shade. I've been wearing it a lot. So that's that. Now I have a whole bag of stuff that I got at Target from the line PIXI. That's a makeup brand exclusive to Target. There are some things that I did like, some things that weren't my cup of tea particularly, so we're gonna go over some of the things. This is more of a higher priced brand, even for like the drugstore, so some of the items were a little bit more than I intended for them to be, but let's take a look. So first thing that I'm going to talk about is this PIXI makeup fixing mist, and I already opened it. It looks really cute with the green top and then kind of like a light pink mist, and the sprayer is really unique because I've never seen like a sprayer like with the head like this, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see on camera, but the mist, in my opinion, for my taste, is a little bit too big. And what I mean by that is like the droplets that come out of this aren't like super fine of a mist. They're more of like actual droplets, so you have to keep it very distant from your face if you're using it. I didn't really like this item. I'm not gonna recommend it. This fixing mist actually smells really strongly of like rose petals and roses, and if you're into that kind of rosy scent, you might like the way this smells. I wasn't too crazy about it because it does smell really strongly like rose. And this is a makeup fixing mist with rose water and green tea. But I mean, I feel like the scent is really strong on this one. The droplets were a little bit too big, and I didn't really see like a difference. I used it today, and I didn't really see like a extreme difference in my makeup. It's not mattifying. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm still kind of not shiny, but kind of glowy in areas. So it doesn't mattify the face. We'll see if it makes the makeup last a longer time. But for me, this would be a pass. And another thing is this was $15. So for that amount, I absolutely love the Milani fixing spray that just came out this year. So I would definitely recommend that one way over this one. That one's like $10, this one's $15, and it's not my favorite whatsoever. Next thing I also picked up from the PIXI line are these two eyeshadow palettes. One of them is more of like a peachier matte toned with light colors, and the other one is more of like a plum darker palette. And with these, I already took them out of the packaging and I tried to swatch them on my arm. What I'm gonna say about these two is that the pigmentation on the lighter shades, so if we take this lighter palette, it looks really beautiful and stunning, like the actual shades in here. So I was really excited to try it out. But if you take it and try to swatch them, and I tried to actually like swatch them, they're super chalky. They're not fully like pigmented, and the lighter shades, so like 1, 2, 3 out of the 6, don't even show up on the skin. I just didn't like this formula at all. With the darker ones, they're really still chalky for the mattes. I was really looking forward to seeing if this would be something that would be really mind-blowing, but it's not. I don't like the texture of these mattes, so I would advise to stay away from the lighter shades, especially in the matte. If you guys are thinking of trying something out, this one did show up quite a bit better. So let me swatch a few. But you can see the pigmentation. They are buildable, but I mean, for dark shades, they're still kind of, I don't know if you can see on camera, but they're still kind of patchy. And they're just not as creamy as I would like them to be. But one palette that I really do like from the PIXI line is this palette right here. PIXI collaborated with Judy Time. I feel like, I don't know if the formula is different or what the actual difference is, but these I've swatched and these are actually pretty decent. I also like the color coordination of these. You have, you know, your mattes that are pretty creamy and pretty pigmented. The only thing that I can think of is that this palette doesn't have any light mattes. Just like this one was kind of like a dud with the light mattes, this one doesn't have any light mattes, but it has light shimmers. So the light shimmers are really nice. And I feel like overall, I don't know if it's the packaging or what the difference is particularly, but I feel like this formula is much better than the ones from the other palettes. And these are very nicely pigmented. Like, if you look at these, they actually do have a lot of pigment. The dark one right here in the corner is a little bit greedy because it has kind of glitter, but it's still really pigmented, and I feel like these blended a bit nicer, and they are a little bit more pigmented than the other shade and the other palette. So I don't know, I really like this palette. I wish they had like a matte transition color of a lighter shade, but overall, if I had to recommend one eyeshadow palette from their collection, I would recommend this one. And this palette retails for $24, so it's not like a drugstore price range, but I feel like if you want to experiment with something, this would be good. The next thing I have is this Shea Butter Lip Balm from the same line, and this is more of like a tinted lip balm, and the color is really nice. They're slightly sweeter scented, and I really enjoyed the feeling of it on my lips, so I'm really excited to be testing this one out a little more. And the next thing I also got is this PIXI lipstick that they had, and this is what it looks like. It's really smooth. It's kind of like a regular lipstick. I haven't tested this one out yet, but I'm really excited to see. And as you guys can see, the lip balms are much more sheer than the actual lipstick. And the last two things I have from PIXI is this pencil. And funny story with this is I actually thought this was like an eyeliner pencil. That's why I got it in such a dark black shade. But then I got home and then I read that it's actually an endless brow gel pencil, because I swatched it on my hand and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so not pigmented. But it's because it's a brow pencil, and so it's not going to be as pigmented because it has like the gel waxy type of formula. But the thing is, when I swatched it just on my hand, the little tip broke off. Can you guys see that? So it is pretty brittle. I don't know. I feel like I can't really test it out on my eyebrows because it is too dark of a shade. So I might go and exchange the shade color, and then I'll let you guys know if it's any good for the eyebrows. And then last but not least, what I got is this PIXI Skin Treats H2O Skin Drink. And what this is supposed to be like a primer. Intense moisture gel instantly rehydrates dry skin. And when you put it on your skin, it has a very unique kind of texture. I don't know if you guys will be able to see on camera, but it looks kind of like a face primer. It's kind of a little bit matted, but when you rub it in your skin, it has this really interesting texture because it's kind of like a face primer, but at the same time, it's kind of wet. I don't know how to explain it. The only thing that reminds me of this is maybe like the Clinique hydrating gel, but this one is a little bit more on the stickier side, but it does make the skin really soft. So I don't know, I'll try it out. And this one does have a scent of like roses again, but I'll let you guys know how these products turn out after I test them a little bit more. And the last few things I got from Target are these Essie gel polishes. They came out with the new like ballerina line, and I got these two shades that I actually already have on my nails. So this is the like pinky peach one, and then this one, the one finger, is the blue. And honestly, I love the Essie gel polishes. And the blue one was absolutely great, really opaque, dried really quickly, and it's beautiful. But the actual peachy one, I don't know if it's because it's a lighter color or it's just this collection, but I had to apply 3 coats of it for me to get like full opacity. And for me, my max is 2 coats of nail polish color, and then, you know, you always have to cap it with the top coat. So for me to be doing 3 layers of the actual color was a little bit too much. So this one is not as opaque and pigmented as I would like it to be, but the color is really nice. This is in the shade Hold the Position, and then the blue one that I absolutely love because it has like little blue sparkle shimmers is 164 Closing Night, and I absolutely love this one. It looks super cute. I feel like now with spring coming up, this will be a great addition. And then last thing I got is the Voluminous Original L'Oreal Paris mascara. This is one of my ride or die items. This is one of my favorite mascaras for like really natural looking lashes from the drugstore. I absolutely love this. I love the brush. I love the formula on it, so I had to repurchase it because my older one dried up, and I always repurchase these. They're absolutely amazing. They give you the longest, most natural looking lashes. If you're looking for something from the drugstore, I would recommend checking this one out. I've been using it for years, since I was in high school, and it's just an oldie but a goodie. So I'm definitely excited to be restocking that one. Okay, and that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me today. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, SuperLady246. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. I'm going to be posting a few more videos this week, so definitely stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys shortly. Lots of love from me to you. Bye! Mwah!